How's it going? Today we have the Ghost of Yōtei Collector's Edition on this end, and of course the Ghost of Yōtei Limited Edition PS5 over here. So we're going to be opening these two bad boys up. We are going to be looking at the CE first and then looking at the PS5 after that. This edition of the PS5 has an exclusive faceplate for Ghost of Yōtei and of course, the exclusive controller over there. So let's start with the CE. Alright, so we have the CE over here. Let's check out the sides. Just more of the logo on this end, and at the back all the contents has been listed out over here. For the physical items, there is a ghost mask with stand, a sash, a Tsuba, art cards, a Zeni Hajiki, coin game and pouch, and a Papercraft Gingko tree. The list of digital contents that come with the CE, there is the full game, an in-game mask, an Atsu plus Yotei 6 avatar set, a sword kit, the snake armor, a digital deluxe armor die, a digital deluxe horse and saddle, and the traveler's maps that is an early unlock. Oh quick, this thing is a sleeve, I believe. Oh okay, it is not a sleeve. That's my bad. Alright, so it's just the cover and there's a huge wooden box on the inside. Okay, slowly. Okay, slides right out. So this isn't actually wood, it's vinyl, I believe. At the top of the cover there is a sword hilt, I believe. It is very snug. Ooh. Alright, so the Ghost of Yōtei CE comes in two compartments. This bigger one over here and this smaller one over here. Very, very nice. A little bit of gold. And honestly, I just love the box. It is such a nice box. Alright, so there is a bit of paper over here. Just a bit of protective film. So this is a stand for the sword hilt over here, or the Tsuba, I believe. That is beautiful. And there's a bit of weight to this as well because this is proper metal. And when you put it on, this is how it looks like that. Right, next up is the coin game over here. The Ghost of Yōtei logo is over here, and there's really nothing else. Let's just open this up and see how the coins look like. Ooh, nice little bit of currency over here. Honestly, I love it when companies bring the in-game currency into the real world with these physical bits over here. These are really nice touches, and there are quite a few as well. Right, over here there are 12 coins in total, so we're going to be putting these back in the coin pouch. Really nice touch, sucker punch. Alright, so these are instructions on how to play the coin game. So with the coins, you can play the games Zeni Hajiki, and there are exactly 12 coins that are needed for this game to be played. And you'll be able to play this game as a mini game in Ghost of Yōtei. So that's pretty cool. If you want to learn how to play it, if you get the CE, this will be inside as well. Next up, we have a bunch of cards over here for the digital content stuff, and it is really nice that they put in this envelope over here because a lot of CEs just kind of just like throw it in with other stuff or inside a book or something. And I believe this bit of paper over here is meant to act as a stand, so that gets displayed as well, which is pretty cool if you're into that. So next up are the art cards. There's nothing at the front, but at the back you got the logo. Let's just open this up real quick. Alright, good quality cardboard, and ooh, that is pretty. Alright, let's just go through them. Obviously you got the key art over here, the mask, the sash, the wolf, and yeah, we only have these 4 bits of art on the art cards. So these are really nice, just to put them all together like that. And no, you can't fit these into the little stand over here. At the end over here, there's even more stuff, by the way. I believe we have 2 more items. Let's open this up. A little paper binding over here. And let's open this up, and ooh, that is pretty. Look at that. When you put it together with the hilt and everything else, oh, look at that. I believe that's a wolf. And you're supposed to display it like this. The logo's over there, and the Gingko tree and the wolf is over here. So this is a really nice display piece. Let's set this aside. And of course, you don't have to worry too much because everything has been folded nicely. So when you close this, it comes out flat. All right, let's shift this aside. All right, lastly in the box over here is the sash. Over here, very nice quality cloth. Obviously, there's a good amount of distressing over here. So, it looks authentic, it looks dirtied up enough. I have no idea what the significance is for the sash, but it is a pretty long sash, and this is and it's pretty thick as well. Alright, oh, it runs. So there is nothing much on this end. At the most, there is a tag at the end, but there's nothing else on the sash except for these characters over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe this whole one over here is 6. So that's it for the Sash. Before we get into the main box where the mask is at, here is a message from our friends at Secretlab. At Geek Culture, Secretlab is our everyday ergonomic buddy. Whether we're making videos, writing up a storm, or gaming for hours on end, we are comfortably seated and feel right at home without the aches and pains. Secretlab provides ergonomic support from head to toe, with a dynamic lumbar support system that adapts to your movements, along with a proprietary medium foam cushioning that optimizes pressure distribution. They even have accessories like the ergonomic recliner add-on to keep your legs elevated and well rested at any angle you like. For more information, check out secretlab.co. We are at the last box right now, and as you can see, it's very pretty. Got the kintsugi pattern going all over. Kintsugi is the art of putting gold in cracks. That's prevalent in Japanese culture. So all this gold over here is reflective, and that is beautiful. It goes all around the box over here, the sides. All right. I'm going to remove everything from the box first. So this is the base plate over here. Nice little Ghost of Yōtei logo at the bottom over here. Nothing else going on at the bottom of the base. That's it. This thing is plastic. Next up we have a box. Next up we have this box over here. Not sure what's inside. And there is nothing in the box, okay. We have these instructions over here. So, okay. Before we even get to the display is at the back of the mask. So let me just show you guys the orientation real quick. The mask will be placed like this. So you could remove the mask first before you get to the display stand over there. But before that, let's get into the mask. And this thing, oh, that is beautiful. It's so nice in hand as well. Obviously it's not made out of wood, but the cracks and all over here are pretty nice. They are nicely weathered. I think if you guys are painters and everything, you would know how to make these look a bit more natural. But besides that, for someone who doesn't know how to do anything, I think this is a great job that they've done. Love the gold on the fangs over here. This mask and the kintsugi goes all around. I'm a bit lost for words because, usually we get statues and everything for CEs over here, but getting this mask, it is so refreshing to see this. Alright, so I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro Max to shoot this bit over here, but this is the mask. It fits on my face. Great. Look at that. I mean, obviously you can't wear this out anywhere, right? But the thing is, this is made to scale. So, yeah, look at that. This is so sick. And we're going to be putting this on the stand right now. I'm going to be putting this aside. Here are the 2 connecting points on the stand. I'm going to be putting it over here like that. And then we're going to grab the mask over here. And there we have it. So this is all this stuff that we got from the CE. We have the mask, the hilt over there, the sash, the Papercraft Gingko tree over here, the coins for the game. I would say it's a pretty comprehensive CE. There is quite a bit of value over here, especially with the mask over there. That is one beautiful mask. The coins are great touch, and the fact that the coin mini game exists within Ghost of Yōtei and with the CE, you're able to bring that out into the real world and actually try it out for yourselves. And I believe this whole thing over here deserves just a spot in your display cabinet on its own. Just look at how comprehensive it is. It is so elegant and it is so simple. If you just added anything else to this vibe over here, it would just ruin it. And everything from the Papercraft Gingko tree, the mask, the hilt, this entire thing, this is 3 in a row. And of course the coins, if you display it in the right way, not like how I've done it. It may not look like a lot, it may not sound like a lot. This entire CE is just very intentional with the way it's designed, from the boxes that all this stuff comes in to, to just how well each individual piece fits together as a whole. So overall, this is a great CE to get, and if you're planning on it, please do. So with this, let's move on to the PS5. All right, so time for the PS5. Let's open this up. Just opens up like any other PS5, of course. All right, so first things first, we have the controller over here, and this is beautiful. Look at her. There's quite a bit of battle damage over here. It is engraved into the plastic of the controller, so you got a nice little bit of texture over here. Nothing on the bumpers, but everything is at the front over here. There is a good amount of texture over here as you hold the controller, and at the back over here, nothing much else going on, just the Ghost of Yōtei logo over here and more battle damage. And I believe we have the PlayStation logo right here. This stamp is pretty close to how traditional stamps are like. That is it for the controller. Oh boy. Let's gonna get the box out of the way real quick. Okay, so before the PS5, we have a code over here for Ghost of Yōtei, and this is the PS5 in all of its glory, the limited edition Ghost of Yōtei PS5, and this is pretty sick over here. I believe these are landmarks in game. This looks like a map. I think it is a map, and obviously the kintsugi goes all the way through this part of the faceplate over here. Is there anything at the back? So slowly just shift this around, and here you go. We have the PlayStation logo similar to the controller. There's a stamp over here. Again, this stamp over here is similar to the one that's found on the controller as well. I just need to show everyone how the texture is like on this PS5 faceplate over here. As you can see, all of these landmarks are engraved into the faceplate. I think these are pretty close to the logos that you'll see in game. And of course, you know, the kintsugi over here, all these are probably like bodies of water. Personally, I think the last time I fell in love with the design on a PlayStation was with the PS4 when Destiny came out with a laser engraved PS4. This is up there with that. And of course, not forgetting the Ghost of Yōtei logo at the bottom. This is probably one of my favorite designs on a PlayStation ever. Ghost of Yōtei already has great art direction going on for it, so just transferring it over to the PS5 and the controller over here, it is a beautiful statement piece for any room you put this in. So this is all of the Ghost of Yōtei stuff we have right now. We unboxed the collector's edition, we unboxed the PS5 over there. There is a lot going on, and obviously these are two separate drops. The collector's edition is on one end, the PS5 is on the other end, but nonetheless, thank you PlayStation for sending all this stuff over. It is a super duper comprehensive Ghost of Yōtei collector's fest over here. And if you have any questions about any of the items over here, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get to them. If you would like to see more from us, follow us on all of our socials right here. We post up stuff daily, and if you want to support us on the channel, leave a like, comment and subscribe to us. It goes a long way in keeping the lights on here. This has been Zin, and if you want to see more stuff, check this out.